My name is Lieutenant Colonel Lee Roger Wolfgram, and I am a storyteller.
Welcome to the bunker. So in this video, on the last video, I talked about how police amplify problems by not having the ability to back down when they're wrong. In this particular video, it's a really tragic video, and unfortunately, this will result in loss of life, and it's because the police didn't have the tools or didn't use the tools they had to de-escalate the situation. And a couple of things come into play here. So in this video, what you're going to see is there was a call for a welfare check. Okay, so police should do welfare checks, right? Like if grandma's not answering the phone, whatever, there might be a medical emergency, police need to be able to do a welfare check for all of us. However, if during the course of that welfare check they discover a crime, they can investigate that crime. They can't, it doesn't require them to ignore if there's, for example, a murdered dead body in the living room when they go to check on grandma. They don't have to ignore that simply because it was a welfare call and grandma's fine. She just killed grandpa. They don't have to ignore that. However, if there is no crime, they don't have any further authority than to assure that that is a safe situation. And so this video is really important to me because I believe in this case, this death did not need to occur. And it's because when officers can't be wrong and they don't de-escalate and they try to bully, which is when they just start to make up things, that's where the problems and that's where loss of life can occur. And so this was a video I just wanted to share with people and with police officers, because not all police officers are bad police officers, but you guys need to have a mechanism for when you're wrong and when you're challenged. You don't just bully up, double down. That's not fair, and it puts you also, officers, in a position where now you might be facing charges. And the tragedy of this one is someone died and they didn't have to, and the officer, I will let you decide whether the officer should be charged with a crime. Let's watch.
What happened next would also be controversial, as questions swirled as to whether officers met the legal threshold to detain the subject prior to the tragic incident. Officers were called to check on 61-year-old William Boardman, who had been showing signs of severe paranoia worsened by meth use. His daughters said they hadn't seen him since 2022, and he had been unstable and erratic, with worsening mental health. They said his escalating meth use led to hallucinations, bizarre behavior, and fits of rage where he damaged the home. Under these increasingly tense circumstances, William was about to meet Deputy Bradley Brueggemann, and what followed would leave the small town forever changed.
Hey, William.
You can take them out.
Hey, William, why don't you hold up for 1 second? Explain to me what's going on.
They left.
Can you guys step inside for a second while I talk to
They
you?
left supposedly.
Thank you.
I want their out. They my house up. They have all my tractors, my vehicles, everything. I want them out of here.
Who's they? Just those two?
Up there.
Hey, William, where are you going?
I'm gonna go try and find a hat and some underwear that I could wear that they stole all my clothes.
Okay. Are you grabbing it out of this truck up here? All right, well, I'm just going to come. Is that okay if I walk with you?
Go ahead.
Now, see, this officer, he really is, I believe, genuinely trying to figure out what's going on this welfare call. And at this point, he's asking if he can follow him up there. I think all of that's perfectly cool.
You can check every damn thing you want.
Well, I don't need to look through anything.
Well, what do you do? What do you want to go to the truck for if you're not going to check it?
Oh, I just want to make sure you're not going anywhere.
Why? I got a driver's license. I'm legal.
Okay.
Insurance, everything.
But, William, with what I just walked up on, I want to know what's going on.
I want them to leave.
Okay.
Simple as that. I'm not doing anything. I'm in my house sleeping.
Okay.
I can't find my hat, can't find my underwear. Sold everything. Fucking only reason the grass is cut is because they did it with a damn push mower because they my tractor.
Okay.
They turned off the electricity. They got electricity because they switched it, their name and shut mine off.
Okay, So what's illegal so far? It sounds to me like he has a complaint against people that are potentially committing crimes or taking advantage of him. So I don't know what crime we're seeing here at all. And as far as welfare is concerned, okay, he seems to be responsive. It's not like he's all delusioned out, and I see nothing about a crime here.
I'm sick of all this.
And they sold all your stuff, like your underwear?
Yes, they did. You're aware of it. Don't play stupid. I'm done fucking around.
Despite the deputy's efforts to understand Boardman, he was vague in his answers and obviously enraged.
Do you feel like there's some mental or anything? Does he own any weapons? No firearm? Okay. Has he talked about harming himself or others? So any diagnosed medical condition? Okay. So can I grab your information? What's your phone number? Okay. For right now, can you guys maybe take off?
Okay, because he's trying to de-escalate it. This officer's actually trying to figure out, sort it out. He is being a public servant at this point.
Because that's kind of what he's requesting, and I'll try and talk to him. And I'm not entirely sure what's
You
going
ain't
on.
taking me up, and I ain't going to jail, and I don't get to recess court. I hear the lights on, they come in, they
I intend to.
be a beat. I ain't doing thing wrong.
That's true.
Motorcycle parts changed, shocks are rot. Off. I'm sick of it.
So, William, I told them they're going to take off right now.
Yeah, thanks.
So,
Yeah,
can we maybe have
No.
a conversation, please, William?
yeah. Get out of my.
Okay, no crime so far. Welfare check. Okay, he seems like, I mean, he's not in danger. There's no life-threatening situation to anyone at this point.
Well, can you explain the situation to me? How
Yeah.
you said they're
You do your hand and wand and all that shit. And fucking this old lady coming. Get
Okay.
my ass.
okay.
Who's it now? Yeah. Sounds crazy, don't it?
No, who's? I don't know the whole situation. That's why if you could explain it to me.
Yeah. I gotta get some food because my refrigerator's electric's on.
Were you?
All my
What's
food's spoiled.
William? What's going on?
I don't need. You know it all.
No,
And if
William.
you don't know it all,
William.
then I can't make a report because you guys won't open up your door. Excuse me.
William, that's why you-
Excuse me, please, officer.
William.
Okay, at this point, what is the officer doing at this point? So this is getting worse, but it's getting worse because the officer's not letting him go. And I think there's some alternatives that could be done without violating his rights, without detaining him at this point, because there's no evidence of any crime that he committed. There may be some crimes that someone else committed, like he's alleging, but he's not trying to pursue that. So what is the officer's role at this point?
Stopping me from going on my property, and I'm not doing nothing wrong. So I've got to go. I'm low
William.
on gas.
William.
I got to put gas in.
William. I need to talk to you. I'm asking. Please talk to me.
No.
Is there a reason you don't want to?
Excuse me. Excuse me.
What? St. John 2723. 20 a plate.
Okay.
St. John 2723. St. John 2723. What is going on? Okay, as far as like they're shutting all of his utilities off? Yeah, he's headed northbound on 35 right now. If you can try and get a stop on him, but I have a feeling he's going to take off on you.
Try to get a stop on him for what? Because he's mad? Because he doesn't want the police interfering with his life and he's agitated right now? He's pissed off? In his view, someone had the electricity turned off? None of this is illegal. This is what people do when they're mad. It's not a welfare issue at this point. Okay, so what could have occurred here, right? Okay, so tell the people that called, he left. If there's any problems, let me know. I'll come back. And he would have come back, and the police could have come back if there was something more to this. But at this point in time, he was on his property. He wasn't committing any crime. It didn't appear that there was anything that was life endangering to anyone at that point. But yet the officer told them to stop him, to detain him for what?
All right. So someone else just pulled him over. I'm going to take off up there, okay?
Deputy Brown intercepted Boardman, holding him on the
Okay.
road just long enough for Deputy Brueggemann to arrive and take control of the tense situation.
Go ahead and see your hands.
So again, completely compliant. Stopped for the cop, showed his hands, hasn't done anything wrong. This is the key part. So you don't just get to decide what it is that you're going to do when you don't have the authority to do so.
What's that? Okay. I was asked to stop you for a minute.
Okay. I copy. I'm going to be around up there.
Okay, so now we have two officers responding to this. And again, I don't see any evidence of any crime. He's agitated. That's not illegal. It's not it's not any kind of a welfare check just because he's mad. And oh, by the way, officers, when you're violating people's rights, they get even more mad.
But William, that's what I'm trying to explain.
I'm not stupid. I'm not crazy. I'm getting with you. I'm tired of it.
All sounds like a reasonable explanation for everything. Everything.
Can you please explain that to me? Hey, Will-
And if he says no, do you have a crime you're investigating?
why don't you hand me the keys for right now?
Why you explain? I'm not handing my keys. You go get a real cop. Referee,
I don't want to arrest you.
explain the whole thing there.
Are you
Well, you don't want to arrest him because you don't have anything to arrest him for, which is the problem, and you're amplifying this problem.
saying you want?
No, because you won't let me make a police report.
Are you saying you want to go to jail?
That's not at all what he said. What he wants is for you to leave him alone or to take a report and investigate what he's alleging as a crime.
I'm not jumping, okay? You can turn it up.
What's that?
Listen to it. Go ahead. Son. You're gonna sit here and speak all day?
Can you tell me what happened? Tell me what happened with your daughter when I was pulling up?
I don't know what's going on with your daughter.
Okay, you're not sure?
All that shit. I don't like it.
Okay, well I mean I understand. She was in your house.
Shut up. I don't have no food. And I'm pissed off and no underwear, no pants out of mine, shirts that are not mine, made in Haiti. Come on,
Okay.
man. I'm sick of it.
So when I pulled up,
Information?
your daughter came outside crying. I mean, I
Yeah,
understand
it's a
they
good
were
one.
they were on your property and you wanted them to leave.
Yeah, and I want them to stay off.
Okay, what was said?
Well, wait a minute. Doesn't he have the right to request for them to be trespassed?
walked away, officer.
You just walked away?
You know what?
Okay, yeah, I mean, that's what you were doing when I pulled up. You were walking
How do
away.
I know what was said?
What's that?
So how do I know what was said?
Well, I mean, you were there.
You don't even remember.
So, why did they shut your electricity off?
What does that have to do with anything about this stop?
Because I'm gay, because I put the hand on my face. Come on. You ain't. I'm gonna get out of here, boys. Okay? You can deprogram me at the gas station. I'm not going nowhere because I'm not against the law.
Give me your keys.
You're against the law.
Give me your
Give me your keys.
Give me your keys. Right now.
You're gonna have to take them,
I'm asking you for them.
and I'm telling you, you're gonna have to take them.
And see, this is where this could have been de-escalated, but the police have no authority here. There's no crime. There's no investigation except for the one that he has reported, and now the police are detaining them, and they are now disabling him from his freedom of movement, and there's no concern about his immediate health or welfare.
You gonna try to drive away?
No, I'll try and drive your nose through your face.
Is that a
I'm
threat?
sick of it. No, it's not a threat. Not a threat at all. That is promise. You're not.
Okay, so even if that were a threat, at this point, they shouldn't have been there in the first place. The officers didn't need to be in this situation whatsoever. Clearly an agitated guy, clearly a mad guy, could have let him go to the gas station, get new underwear, get some food, come back, try to talk to him later. But no, they can't be wrong. Now they've taken a position, and now he's made this remark, well, now we've got something, right? Now we've got something. But it was all generated by their misconduct.
The law. You're a bought law, and I'm not gonna go.
So what do you got for him?
I'm just trying to talk to him to understand what's going on.
I'm gonna go.
Well, you're not afraid to leave.
Why?
And get some food.
You're not afraid to leave. Get your keys out of the ignition. Seriously? No.
Okay, the cop can't be wrong. He's going to jump on the vehicle.
Stop it right now! Stop it right now! Stop it right now! I swear to God! Stop it! God damn it! Stop it!
20 grand. Gonna be in a 1080 northbound on 35. At 23, hanging off the side of the suspect vehicle.
A state traffic management camera captured this section of the incident, with Boardman fleeing at a high rate of speed with Deputy Brown hanging onto the vehicle and Deputy Brueggemann giving chase in his squad.
God damn it! Stop! Stop it right now! Jesus Christ! God damn it! 23 shots fired! Jesus, dude! God damn it! What? He took off with me on the vehicle, refused to stop. Refused to stop. We had a 1050 here, he hit 20's vehicle. He took off with me on the vehicle and refused to stop. He's out. He's out.
Shots fired?
Shots fired, dude.
Did you call shots fired?
Yes. I don't know if they heard it. Yeah, they got it.
Did you get EMS?
God damn it, dude. Driving right in traffic.
So here's the issue. So you don't get to use deadly force because they were violating your rights. And that's why this is such a tragic thing, because it didn't need to occur. But now you don't get to kill cops because they violated your rights. So what's going to happen here is this is going to be self-defense by the cop, because you don't have a right to run away in self-defense of a violation of your constitutional right using deadly force. And that's the sad truth.
Help me pull him out. Help me pull him out. Jesus Christ. Run back to my car. We can get the first aid shit out of it. It's in the trunk.
Despite the deputy's attempts to perform first aid and the assistance of EMS, Boardman was pronounced dead at the scene. A month-long investigation by the Wisconsin DOJ included a 316-page report with interviews, videos, dispatch recordings, and forensic evidence. The Vernon County District Attorney eventually concluded that Deputy Brown's actions were justified and no criminal charges would be brought against him. This incident is part of a longer story with Boardman. According to his daughter, he had suffered from severe paranoia and worsening mental health, made worse by escalating meth use. He hadn't been seen by his family since December 2022, and his daughter had called that day for a welfare check, hoping to get him committed to a hospital. Family said Boardman's life had taken a dark turn after the deaths of both his parents in fire-related incidents at the same house, which family said triggered his mental decline. His drug use escalated and led to erratic and destructive behavior, including hallucinations and fits of rage. MN Crime has followed this case for the past 14 months, reviewing hundreds of investigative...
All right, so that's MN Crime. I want to thank them for that video, doing the editing, collecting it. But a very sad outcome, very sad result. And I just want to show that to everyone so that we can talk about how to escalate things, how things don't need to go to this extent. You don't get to use deadly force because of a violation of your constitutional right. And with that said, until the next time, this is Wolf 6 out from the Wolfgram Worldwide headquarters.